Welcome along then to what promises to be another fascinating Spanish Grand Prix. A race which saw Max Verstappen win on his first ever appearance with the Red Bull team in 2016. This after the dramatic coming together of Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg on the first lap. Will we see more moments for the scrapbook here today? It's 730 metres from pole position down to a slippery turn 1 here, the first of 16 corners around this 2.89 mile racetrack. The long, wide turn 3 and the uphill right-hander of turn 9 can both be taken full throttle in the right conditions, but I doubt very much we'll be seeing any of that today. It's not going to be plain sailing for our drivers today, although with the sky falling as it is, perhaps sailing isn't too far from the truth. Anthony Davidson, could be a wet one today. Great to have you with us. What are your thoughts?
It is a touch damp, isn't it? Well, as a driver, there are 3 big things to worry about when racing in these kind of conditions. Standing water, tyre temperature and visibility. Judging distance to the cars around you is really tricky when you're driving through the vast amounts of spray that these wet weather Pirelli tyres kick up.
All right, well, we made the right call.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race.
And Mercedes
from Lewis Hamilton
back in front.
Puts him on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Verstappen, Lando Norris and Ricciardo, Leclerc, Vettel, Sainz and Lance Stroll, Gasly, Tsunoda, Fernando Alonso and Ocon, Raikkonen, Mick Schumacher, Antonio Giovinazzi and George Russell, a Haas and Nicholas Latifi. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
All right, so we've made the call on downforce, but we've had no practice in the rain. Let's take a look at strategy. We've got a 1-stopper doing 33 laps on the tires, and we've got a 2-stopper doing 22 laps on each tire. And it looks like there's a massive difference here. It's going to rain the entire race. So we're going to just go with the 1-stopper, and I mean, that's all we can really do. And if it gets too difficult with the tires later on, we can easily stop to a 2-stopper. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. I'm going to have to be slightly careful and hope that I don't bin it on the first lap. We will go ahead and go with that and get into it. So hopefully everything is solved with the glitching graphics, and we will have a good, smooth run to turn 1. Lots of wheel spin. Oh boy. Not a whole lot of visibility at the moment. We are dead last. Go ahead and let off now. We at least got the braking markers that'll tell us where to go. And this is going to be how the race goes pretty much the entire time, and there's not a lot of grip here. We are on full wets. I saw it. We're going to take it. Not there. So we're pretty much in a parade at the moment. But not having the glitching issues that I had in the first race, so that is good. I was scared the weather was going to cause even more issues. That was an accidental pass. Wasn't planning on it. Oh, still might not get it. Really hard to get on the power out of the slow corners. And we're going to go a little wide here. We're up to our teammate. Obviously, traction control is helping me out a little bit. I mean, there would be no possible way I could, if this was a simulation, do very well. All right, that was as good of a first lap as I could ask for. So, positives there. And as bad of a second lap start as I could do. Way wide. We've got to just remember we are in the wet. Doing 147s compared to the 119, 118s that we were doing in qualifying. But that was first lap. We'll see what the second lap is, because obviously standing start, that takes a bit of time away. Car's not feeling too bad. I think the extra downforce has helped me. We'll see. Hamilton's doing a 132, so that's still miles and miles off the pace. I'm just using the overtake on the straightaway to help me out, rather than getting myself in trouble in the middle sections. We're sticking with Raikkonen and Schumacher, so I hope we can keep that distance, and then who knows, maybe pit a couple of laps early. But not going to be a whole lot of strategy to this race, unfortunately. Go ahead and use overtake here, just to get us a little more speed down this line. Oh. Too much of the curb that time. Lost a lot of ground,
Seeing that
really
the tires
wide.
are too hot, you need to cool them down. Find some standing water.
I'm very surprised by that call. That's not good for me. I don't feel like a dry line is forming, so I mean, it has maybe lightened up on this race line. That is not good. But we will keep an eye on that. Pull this up and see if we can get any info. They don't look hot. Maybe that's just wear. There we go. Wide there. Alright, so after all those mistakes, we've lost a lot of ground. Russell is on our tail again. Went wide there again. I keep wanting to hit a tear off, like dirt racing. Damn it, I'm just not getting the traction out of the corner that I need. See if we can pull away from this Williams. Try to short shift. Maybe that'll help me out.
Gap to car in front is 3.0 seconds.
We might just be backing these guys up for the rest of the race. And this thing is going to feel like it takes forever. These long stints and slow lap times. Way too slow through there. Damn it, wide again. Don't know why I'm having so much trouble there. I didn't even look at fuel on the race strategy. Car's just not turning for me. I don't understand it. If I'm just driving it too hard again, or if the line is dried out a bit. Looks like there was a mistake behind us, so at least got a bit of a gap now. But Raikkonen and Mick are gone. I gotta put in some laps and catch them. Perez, fastest guy out there. So 5.3, we need to close that in badly. Got a big gap behind us. I don't know what happened.
The gap to the car behind by a few seconds per lap. Keep this up.
.2. I'm just keeping overtake on through that whole section. I don't think wet line is a thing in this game. Obviously curbs are a little slicker, but I don't think the actual abrasion of the track is modeled for a wet line.
Okay, gap ahead is 5.5 seconds.
Yeah, we're still falling off a bit. Oh shit, too hard. Can't afford to do that. This is actually really difficult. This is going to, yeah, this is going to be a tough race not to screw up. I don't see us going to the intermediates since it is heavy rain the whole time. They may tell me, but I don't think that's a thing that's going to happen. Even though the standing water is not on the racing line, I don't think we're going to be getting to that point. Hamilton, Botas.
The radar suggests that this heavy rain will be with us for a while now.
That wasn't good on the old engine. Oh, fuck. Completely missed that. Well, we can't see anyone ahead, can't see anyone behind. We're pulling away just as much as the guys in front of us are pulling away.
Front is 6.0
It's kind of
seconds.
just how it always goes on road racing for me. Even when I'm racing humans, so you know, at least we're still out here.
Increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 per lap.
I'm gonna keep overtake on through this turn so we can get the exit. Our rival, I don't know if I showed this or not, our rival is Latifi now, so he is our goal to beat to help us out. Looks like Russell's all the way at the back. I'm not sure if he got some damage because he was running in front of us and then they lost all that time. And now he is in last. And it doesn't look like he's even with them anymore, so he's having a rough start to the season. .6 out in front of us. I'm getting my butt kicked by Schumacher. I am missing just a bit of speed somewhere to him, and yeah, just not comfortable in these conditions at all. I am liking this wider line, but I don't know if it's any faster. Almost went off there. Definitely think we're going to put a turn of wing on the nose when we do stop. Try to help get rid of some of this understeer. Well, we stayed even this time. So maybe we'll have some long run pace. As long as I don't put it in the dirt. We used all our deploy that lap, so that helped kind of keep us up with them. That was a bad turn. the nose just does not want to do what I tell it to. Oh, fuck.
What happened? Let me know you're okay.
Yep, we are, because guess what? That didn't happen. Because I am here for the enjoyment. I do enough wrecking in iRacing. That wreck never happened. I told you that corner. Told you it'd be my enemy.
There's been an incident on track resulting in loose debris. Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in time, and there are no plans for a safety car right now.
What, was that me? I flash back, that never happened. Maybe someone's got some damage. That just out of nowhere, never felt it coming. A little too far, a little wide. Alright, so we've held even with Mick over the last couple of laps. That's good news. I feel like it's raining more now. Alright, let's not wreck. So we're 8.8 ahead now on Latifi, and it looks like that battle is essentially non-existent. Mick has gained a little bit back on us. I'm once again being bad. Leaders are going to be coming around to start lapping us, and what are they doing? 135s? No, that's my best. 135. They're 132s. So, you know what? It's going to be a while before they get to us. Now, if there's anyone doing a two-stopper, they're going to be pitting in about 10 laps. Trying to get too much out of it, overtake, and getting on the gas too hard. I really hate this water effect on the screen. It should be streaming off fast. It's like you're just looking through a window. I don't know if you can turn that water effect off, but the game would look so much better without it. Alright, let's find out what's happening out there. Try.
You're in P17. P17. Mick is ahead of you. The gap to the car ahead is 7.8 seconds. They're on old wets. Latifi behind. The gap to the car behind is 8.4 seconds. They're on old wets. Pit window opens in 19 laps time. 19 laps.
Oh my god, that's forever. At our best sector, though, as we listen to that, so... Car's getting a little lighter. risky going over that. It likes to jump out on me. Might get our best time here. Almost slid the rear.
Gap
All right.
to car in front is 7.4 seconds.
Happy with that. I don't know what I did, but it worked. This isn't. Oh, whoa! Vettel is out.
There is a gap of about 7 seconds between you and the car ahead.
That is going to move us up into 16th. He's
Yellow
pulled
flag.
off. I'm going to lift off just to try to be slightly realistic. We lifted off as we went back.
Okay,
Passed.
clear.
We're fine there. He's got mechanical issues, most likely. And that is where a lot of our position's going to come from. Now, a big wreck or a lot of random failures could get us to the points. I don't know if a big wreck is a thing. But yeah, this race, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to like strategize ourselves into a position. I think we're just kind of stuck here. It's all going to be do not throw it away over the next hour and a half, 2 hours.
The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap.
I'm very happy though that we're pulling away from those two. I don't know if I'd be able to handle actual racing in the rain. When iRacing gets rain, I am going to be so terrible. It's just not a situation. Even driving in rain in real life, I do not like. So I can't imagine I'm going to have a good feel for it in sim. Mick's still just pulling away slightly, and I'm not finding anything that I can do to combat that. Especially when I miss the apex everywhere and get onto it too hard. Luckily was able to save that without too many issues.
Okay, gap ahead is 8.6 seconds.
Up on the curb, not good. I'm like getting aggressive again, but not fast aggressive, just wasting time sliding around aggressive.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
What are they going to say now? I don't know what strategy they're... I thought that was the strategy we were on. I don't know what they're talking about. You guys just made me waste a lot of time there trying to figure that out. I don't know what they were trying to change to. Didn't look like anything. Still on full wets and still around lap 30. Maybe I misread it. We are going to go downforce 9 on the front. Hopefully get some of this understeer out of it on entry, and then try to manage the oversteer on exit. Holding at 11 seconds behind. Oh, until I do this. I guess we just gotta watch the guys behind, make sure they don't.
Heavy rain will be staying with us for a while now, at least a 20-minute window of heavy rain.
Well, now we're back with them. Fuck. Get going. I put overtake on accelerating out of there for the first time, and that was a stupid decision. Well, it got a little more interesting here. Let's take a look at the tires. Rears are fine. Left front, again, is the biggest wear. So, unfortunately, I just gave away half of our lead over them. And it does feel like it is raining more again. Car is wanting to step out so much more right now. All right, 6 seconds. I'm gonna just stay off of overtake for a while, at least through the middle section. Try to build this gap back up. Safety car would be interesting. I don't know if we'll get one, but that could definitely do some things to this race, bring us back up. But I'm just not feeling that we are going to have any chance, especially now that I threw it away, on catching up. We just were not gaining time. We are gaining time over the other guys again behind us, but Mick and Kimmy are just pretty untouchable with what they're doing lap time wise.
Our gap to the car in front is 15.8 seconds.
So leaders are, we're gonna say, on average 3 seconds faster than us. and it's a 90-second lap, essentially. So, this should be coming up on us around lap 30, 40, right around time to pit. Didn't use overtake that whole time. Yeah, I just seen the Red Bulls going into turn 1, so they are closing in on us. And then we're going to start losing even more time, having to let them go. But part about being a back marker, so I know this isn't all that exciting to watch, most likely, but it is part of the racing, and eventually we're going to have, hopefully, get into some good teams, but also come away with, you know, a decent race here and there. Feel good about getting a 14th or something like that. And then if either Mick or myself can get a point, that could be extremely helpful to the team over Alpha and Williams. So we're building the gap back up, and Mick is still building his gap up to us. He hasn't been able to do anything with Kimmy. Third of the way through the race. Just trying to stay in a rhythm. Remember all the buttons I've got to push. Remember where I'm at. Don't be stupid. And then we will get to the pit stops in about 10 laps. Obviously, everyone's doing one stop because we haven't seen anyone pitting.
16.3 seconds.
Little wiggle there out of the corner. But yeah, first of all, I love to do underdog stuff, like NCAA football games. I always played as the small schools. To me, it's fun to try to go through all the hardships and then get to the top. Yeah, I could have started out in midfield, but this seemed more realistic, and we'll see if I can get moved up. Plus, if I do ever get a combo that just works for me and I get some extra speed, it's going to be a really fun race. But we're still in a race right now. I can't screw up again. You know, we gave back 6 seconds, and we've pulled that gap back out. We're staying even again with Mick, so felt like my last lap was fairly good for what I was doing. But leaders are definitely going to be coming up on us. If I'm assuming they're already past Latifi. Little oversteer on exit there. I'm kind of disappointed though. We could have been a little closer to Mick. Could have had a shot at him. Still a long ways to go, but the possibility of pulling it off is very slim right now.
Okay, you're creating some breathing space between you and the car behind by a few seconds per lap.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's true, but they definitely probably are getting lapped right now, which is why it's a few seconds that last lap. Yep, there's Hamilton behind us, or Bottas. One of the Mercedes. So now we're going to lose a little time. There's no DRS with rain, so we're not even going to gain any advantage of that after he passes us for a second. And we'll see what a fast car can do as they just blast away from us. So even sooner than I thought, but that was also a spin that I had and a few other moments.
Gap to car in front is 15.6 seconds. We're sat in 16th. Mick ahead. Okay, gap ahead is 15.6 seconds. They're on old wets. Latifi is behind you. The gap behind us is 12.8 seconds. They're on old wets. Your pit window will open in 7 laps time. 41 laps to go.
Ugh, 41 laps to go to the end. We've closed in a half a second on Mick. Kind of finding...
Heavy rain to stay a while. Doesn't look like it's moving anytime soon.
Kind of found a mix of the overtake button that I like. Try to get a little more out of it here. Oh, well, I completely screwed that corner up. And the Mercedes are right on top of each other. Wide, don't spin on me. All right. Keep it out of the wet grass. Oh, man. Well, completely missed that, but that's fine. We're going to be slowing down right now anyways with these guys up on me. Looks like maybe the front stretch is where we can let him pass. So we're going to have a little more grip through here. And we'll be able to find out who's winning this thing. Well, I haven't got the blue flag yet, so... we'll just keep on chugging along for now. Very surprised I haven't got the blue
flag.
There
Blue
it is.
flag.
Go ahead and pull over here. And that's going to screw Botas over. Sorry. Tried to let them both through. Probably just should have let Hamilton through. At least there was no contact. I'm going to guess that Verstappen is in fourth and Perez has been able to hold on to third because he seemed to be setting faster laps at the start of the race, which might mean that he had the cleaner air. Again, just a little too much curb on the inside. Snaps us loose. We lost 2 seconds there to Mick, letting them go. But eventually, they will lose that same amount. But looking like a 16th place finish. You know what? I don't know if I want that extra wing in the front. I guess, you know, let's try it. Hopefully it only really affects us on corner entry.
Be aware we expect the grip levels to start falling away soon.
As I nearly wreck. Let's take a look at what our tires are at now. Not to halfway yet, so pitting isn't really necessary. Forgot to use overtake that whole way. So much to manage, and I am not good at doing that.
Blue flag.
Yep, Perez has got third.
We're not racing the car behind. Let them past when you can.
Yep, this is not the place for me to try it. So now we start this game of just constantly losing out. So maybe... well, we're 3 laps away from pitting. And we've already lost the time there. I was going to say maybe come in pits and try to find the gap
2
in
laps
between
until our pit window opens.
the
We're
front
gonna put you on the full wet tire.
and the rear pack. But Russell, I don't know if he's out. I think it would have said if he was out. So I think he had to do an early pit stop. And he's going to be way behind because right now we are supposed to come out in the 18th. So we'll still come out ahead of him when we pit. Forgot to turn my deploy off.
Our gap to the car in front is 20.8 seconds.
Getting a little more difficult. Definitely not as much grip as we had at the beginning. Oh, I fucked that up bad. Luckily didn't go off. I mean, we just found the most boring gap to race in. And, yeah. It's just very odd how I always find these gaps to be. Like in that MX-5 race that I did at Zandvoort. We're just in a little gap there. We got the leaders pitting.
We're boxing this lap.
And we're pitting this lap. Tried to get everything out of it and made it worse. Could not get it to turn. I think, you know what, I am too much of a chicken, and we are not adding downforce. I don't want this thing to be really snappy. I'll deal with the the understeer on entry rather than snapping it on exit and center a corner.
The gap to the car ahead is 21.5 seconds.
Is Mick pitting this time? Does not look like it. Alright, well, something different than other than me just driving around doing a whole lot of nothing.
Blue flag, blue flag.
But we made it to halfway. First pit stop. That was a really long ass run. And I hope I can just come out here and not make any dumb mistakes.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Alright, so we got Latifi just ahead of us. Giovannotti, who hasn't pit, just behind us. Cannot let him get past us. We just need to put in some good laps here past Latifi, and then we will have a really solid gap once they pit. If I can turn the car. We do also have a Ferrari coming up on us. We're gonna have to deal with that.
Mick is in the pits. Mick in the pits.
Using up all the overtake I can. Ferrari's getting past the Alpha. Oh boy, no tire heat right now. I'm sure Latifi's going to come in this time. Max goes with a 131. There goes Latifi, so we don't even have to worry about trying to pass him.
Gap to car in front is 21.0 seconds. Blue flag. Blue flag conditions. Create a gap and let the car behind through.
When he gets here. Or when I screw up on exit. Come on, AI. So Leclerc into 5th. But also everything's going through pitting, so not sure if he's truly in 5th or not. And the leaders are going to start setting their fast laps, and we'll see that pop up a few times. Alonso is in the pits.
Behind is 17.9
and
seconds.
He has lost out to Raikkonen. Why do I have rear wing damage? What the hell's that about? Is that something? I'm gonna use a flashback real quick, but I don't know if a curb. Because that is stupid if it damaged my rear wing. So I am just going to, because that popped up, and we should not be getting rear wing damage. I don't know. Maybe we've had damage.
Russell behind. Our gap behind is 17.9 seconds.
Status.
They're on old wets. Their tyres are 27 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:36.0.
Well, this is annoying if I have damage that I didn't even cause myself.
The car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap form. Blue flag, blue flag.
I don't know if maybe Leclerc ran into us a little. There was nothing there, so I don't know. I'm lost. I'll try to get a vehicle status on the front stretch, but yeah, I don't feel it is losing speed, so maybe it is just, I don't know. I'm confused. A part failure.
Tire condition is still looking good.
Okay, so they're not even saying anything, so I don't know what the warning is about. Maybe it's fuel. No, we're good on fuel. I don't know. I'm completely lost. Oh well. Lonzo, something bad happened to him because he's behind Raikkonen and Mick. Mick's up to 13th. That's a hell of a run.
Okay, gap ahead is 21.7 seconds.
Whoop. Almost lost it there again. All right, we are closing in on the end, but very, 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 very slowly. And it's just a matter of ticking off the laps and getting there. Sure, I could retire it now and save the engine, but we've got a 16th place finish. I want to get that. And I mean, if we were dead last on the track, then I might think about cutting it short, but we're not going to give up the 3 places that we have. Looks like Russell has pit again or got passed. And we put in our best lap.
By 22.6 seconds.
Track might be getting just a little drier, helping us out there.
Our gap to the car in front is 19.5 seconds.
Had I not got that loose moment and ended up in the grass, might have been able to catch Alonso and Kimi, but oh well. We're fine at the moment.
The radar suggests that this heavy rain will be with us for a while now.
Put in another personal best, maybe? I'm just gonna not focus on the gaps and hit my lines and screw it up right as I say it, and we'll see where we get to with 10 to go or so. Glad I didn't put that extra wing in. Car's feeling a little better right now. Getting everything slowed down. I'm waiting on it. I'm not trying to overdrive it. Just kind of in a good rhythm. I'm gonna have to let Daniel by soon, but
Blue flag.
it's gonna throw me off my rhythm.
We're not racing the car behind. Let them past when you can.
Outside here, can he get past me? Clumsy, letting him by, but do it before we get a penalty. And we got a little dirty air that we got to deal with for a second. Get a little toe down the front stretch. Our pace isn't too terrible at the moment. Oh, now it is. Way too hard on entry, just focus loss. I'm hoping this helps me focus a little better in iRacing for longer periods of time, doing the 100% races on this, and doesn't give me any bad little crossovers. Down to the 32s. There we go. Just tried to get a bit too much out of it. "24 seconds up. I know I said I was going to wait till 10 to go to look, but 24 up, and we're staying 20 seconds back from Alonso, so I think at this point it's just do the laps and not even worry about catching, trying to put in best laps. Just stay off of ERS and stay out of the RPM to try to preserve some of the bits. And take a 16th place. As long as I don't throw it away.
Blue flag.
Signs behind. Go ahead and hopefully not get ran into. Man, this full rain race just really makes the race take so much longer. I mean, it's still going to be shorter than a half-length NASCAR race that we do, but we got 23 seconds to play with, and we're just going to slowly get to the end. Luckily, we're probably going to get lapped twice, so that's going to take 2 laps off that we have to do. I wish I would have thought about fuel. Just did not think of it for some reason this time. I think that could have helped us out because we are 5.5 laps over fueled at the moment.
The gap to the car ahead is 20.5 seconds.
Yeah, they're going about the same pace as us. It's just cannot run the laps consistently that I need to in order to track them down. Guys behind are having to let a lot of traffic through right now. They've lost about 4 seconds that last lap. So as far as this game, it's a good game. It's really deep with the management of R&D of your engine components and all of that. You can do the My Team stuff. I don't like the fictional stuff.
27.5 seconds.
So that is why I just picked Haas. But yeah, it's an enjoyable game. It's definitely a nice little break from iRacing, but not something that I want to play every day. And it also helps that I can record ahead of time and get videos out there ready to go for every week and get months ahead. It's just a huge help in if I've got a lot of free time on a weekend, then do it. Because iRacing, I've essentially got to wait until the week comes in order to do any of the races, and then I can only get about 2 or 3 races in a night. So this is definitely going to help kind of fill that gap that the weekends I get a few less viewers on iRacing stuff, and don't always have 2 videos ready to go for that. So this will help fill along with the flight sim stuff. But unfortunately, first race was bad. Second race, not great. I mean, we're doing okay, but racing-wise, we haven't seen a single person since, like, lap 6. I think once Mick got about 10 seconds out, we stopped seeing him. And then he got a really good overcut on Kimmy and Alonso. I don't know what happened to Alonso, but he may have needed a wing change or something. $20 to go, though, at this point. That's a long ways. But it's really 18 to go, because I'm guessing we're going to see Hamilton or Bottas come flying around soon. Oh. Alonso has passed Schumacher and Kimi. How did that happen? Or is Alonso out?
Gap to car in front is 20.9 seconds.
I don't understand how that happened. How do you pass two people that are 4 seconds away from each other? Maybe I just didn't see him do the first pass. Or, I don't know. That is weird. Hopefully we won't get too many rain races, or at least not full rain races. I'm fine with it start raining in the middle of the race or stop raining in the middle of the race. But when you get these, it's raining the entire race situations, oh man, it sucks all the fun out of it. Just because you take away any strategy and everyone's essentially on the same thing. I think the only person that did a two-stopper was because he got damaged, and that was Russell. We've opened the gap up to 30 seconds behind us, and that is not using any overtake. Hamilton set a fast lap. I wonder if he pit again. That would be interesting. No, doesn't look like it. They're going into turn 2 as we're coming up there, so. He's just burning off some fuel and put in a good lap. Definitely feeling a little more comfortable with the game now that we've got the graphics glitches solved. I'm hoping it still looks okay. on the recording. I might add some stuff back. I don't know if it was my using VSync that helped, or, I mean, I turned VSync off for this race, so I'm not sure if that was what was causing all the issues, because, I mean, this game should not be running worse than iRacing. Graphics-wise, this game is, to me, not even close to being as good as iRacing, because it's
We're increasing
really
our gap on the car
cartoonish.
behind by around a second a lap.
And then physics-wise, iRacing takes up a hell of a lot more CPU. And then I'm recording on that, and yeah, I don't know why there was so many issues that first race, but I should have tested it out before I tried to do it, rather than making it look really amateur in the video, but at least it's working better this time. Although we haven't really been around a whole lot of cars except for at the start. There was a couple of little jumps, but it was definitely not as bad as Bahrain. Still opening up the gap.
Okay, gap ahead
Still
is
hitting decent laps with
21.8
overtake.
seconds.
We're going to beat our rival. We could even pit and come out ahead of them right now, but definitely not going to do that, because we all know I have a tendency to spin out and do something stupid. I believe it started raining harder just now too. Giovinazzi gets past Latifi. Raikkonen's kind of closing in on Mick, I think. It's a 3-second gap now instead of the 4, but maybe I didn't do my math right earlier. $16 to go.
Gap to teammate ahead is 25.6
Let's get a race update.
seconds. P16, we have P16, Raikkonen ahead. Our gap to the car in front is 22.5 seconds. They're on old wets. Giovinazzi is behind you. The gap behind us is 36.1 seconds. They're on old wets. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 16 laps to go.
I'd ask who I'm racing, but I'm not racing anyone.
Lap on the car behind.
We've got a AlphaTauri coming behind us. I'm gonna assume that's Gasly. First car we've seen in a while.
Blue flag, blue flag.
Yep, I know. This is not the time or place.
Blue flag conditions. Create a gap and let the car behind through.
Oh, he's gonna move over braking too. That was nice. Sorry. Guess he was angry with me. Gonna have to back out of this just a little bit, just so we don't get too much wash.
Heavy rain will be staying with us for a while now, at least a 20-minute window of heavy rain.
Yeah, I think you could have just said that it'll be here the rest of the race, as we knew. So 35 seconds behind, still 21 up to Raikkonen. Mick is pulling out by 6 seconds now, 5 to 6 seconds. He's having a really good run. Unfortunately, yeah, he has shown that we are not as good, but maybe, I don't know, maybe the rear wing has issues and we didn't know about it. I don't know why it is showing up orange.
Okay, the gap behind is 36.4 seconds.
Now it's not. I don't know. I don't know what that was, but maybe it was a DRS failure, but since DRS wasn't open, or DRS wasn't available through the whole race, it just didn't say anything about it.
The gap to the car ahead is 21.7
It was like one of those
seconds.
pre-gen errors. What else can we learn about?
Giovinazzi behind. Our gap behind is
Didn't want that.
36.0 seconds. They're on old wets. Their tyres are 17 laps old. The
I wanna
time
know
last
who's
lap
winning.
was a 1 minute 33.4.
So maybe if I go this and then this, no.
Okay, copy that.
Oh, well, that works too. Yeah, unfortunate though that we got a full rain race. I feel like I could have had a fairly good run here in the dry and maybe use some strategy. I mean, this is a track that I'm fairly comfortable with. You know, when we get to places like Monaco, I'm going to wreck. There's going to be some flashbacks used, and then there's just going to be me giving up after a few laps just because the steering through those tight corners just does not work for me. Looks like we were much nicer to these tires this time, but I've also kind of just given up in this second half and been going about the same pace that I was in the first half, but not even trying to use it up. I'm sure we could do a fairly good lap, but we were never going to do a second faster lap than Kimi or Alonso multiple times. We got the leaders coming up behind us. They are still on top of each other. We'll try not to screw Botas over this time. Yeah, we got the blue. There it is. All right, I'm just going down here. I'm just going to go half throttle. Hamilton still got the lead. We're not going to be able to stay up here to watch the end of the race, because they're going to just vanish off in the distance, but it looks like Botas has just been stuck at that distance the whole time. And they have just completely destroyed the entire field on pace. Little wiggle there by Botas, but whoop, got a little bit of the curb. No throwing it away here. Hour and a half in, I do not want to have that all be wasted and get 19th. Alright, so there's only 8 laps left, because we are now 2 laps down. And after the race, I will go and we'll take a look at where the next race is, and the calendar, if I can find it, and see what they have for the 20 races this season, since real life is still chaotic. And then for the next season, I assume it's going to allow custom schedule again for the next season. I might add in some of the tracks that they add later on. So we'll do that, but that is, 18 weeks down the road, so we're not going to get too far over a year, but it's not something I want to release every single day, and every week works. It's just, like I said, it's going to break up the constant iRacing and maybe bring in a few new people until they see how bad I am. Almost got it too loose there, doing that little cut down again. I think we got Stroll coming up behind us. Couldn't really tell what the color was. Yeah, tires are starting to feel a little unhappy, even though I haven't really done too many things. I'm just starting to spin up the rear tires again. They just keep trading fastest laps. And, I mean, Red Bull's going to find themselves quite a bit behind to start the season off. Although, did Max get... I think Max got second at Bahrain, so... But, looks like they're going to be first and second this time, so... Max points and... the fastest lap. We'll see if Red Bull can gain anything back when we get into week 3. So Stroll's getting the blue flag to let most likely Perez through. And then we'll have to let him and Stroll through. Not close enough for me to see who it is. But if it is Perez, then that's going to help Hamilton out a ton in the standings. Because he's going to have 2 wins then, and everyone else is going to have had at least 1/3 or worse. But very long season, so... But definitely think Mercedes is a bit overpowered for what's happening in real life. Ooh, big moment. Do not throw the race away. So we've lost about 4 seconds to Raikkonen with this kind of get to the end pace. And that's also by letting the leaders through. So, I don't know, maybe we could have caught him, but I highly doubt it. Perez. I'm going to totally screw him over for a second. Overdrove turn 1 and then just couldn't get out of the way. Should have just let him by on the straight, but felt like he was way too far back for that. All right, closing in on the end here. Bottas with another fastest lap. It looks like he might be able to take that point. Now, is he going for the lead? Been hanging out in the 33s though for a long time now, so a positive, I feel. nearly killed us. For the final point spot. Lift off. Oh, fuck. Well, sorry, Yuki. I was gonna turn up behind him, and then we were in the braking zone, and then I was stuck to his inside. That, another clumsy mistake. Perez goes fastest. Takes a point back.
We're sat in 16th. Raikkonen is ahead of you. Gap to car in front is 30.5 seconds. They're on old wets. Giovinazzi is behind you. The gap to the car behind is 34.6 seconds. They're on old wets. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. 4 laps remaining.
Okay, well, there's really not 4 laps remaining. Unless it's been ticking over when we get lapped, but I don't think it has, so. Should be getting the white flag in 2 laps. No, 1 lap? I don't know. Leaders are going to be on lap 65. They should be crossing over to go to 66, so it should be white flag this time. And while I was doing that, I ran my fastest middle sector because I wasn't paying attention to my driving. Should we try to go fast for a lap? See what our pace is here at the end. A little wide there. Another little wide moment. Through there a lot quicker. And we were getting the white flag. I thought so, but it didn't show us. Hamilton wins it. Perez gets fastest lap. Big overseer moment. And we complete our first race, although we did wreck out, but had to use a flashback. Holy crap, that was a long race. That, what? Why am I the driver of the day? Okay, the fans are stupid.
A spectacular victory here in Spain and a massive
if anything, Mick was the driver of the day.
Anthony, tell me, what was it that helped them achieve this success?
So another win for Lewis.
To liven up the race and mix up the order, and they've taken full advantage of that to claim the victory today. It's always a bit of a lottery when the conditions are like this, but they've managed to stay on circuit and have come out on top.
And
Mercedes are on top form once again.
now it's no longer raining.
It's great to see them up on that podium once again.
right, Perez up on the podium. Let's see where the points are. Don't care
So
about
then,
this.
it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. It's a great result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
Today, I think I'll give it to the Haas driver. That was a commanding performance today. Very impressive indeed.
So
Let's
stupid.
move on to the constructors.
There's no way I should be.
Mercedes continue to extend their lead. It was also a strong Grand Prix from Haas F1 this weekend.
Few highlights. Let's see what this is. Well, the highlight of me going to the back. Everyone funneling into turn 1. Okay, this isn't very boring. Okay. There's my driver of the day move, I guess, on lap 1 when I put him 3 wide. Instantly go for Russell. Can't take it though. And I'm not seeing much highlights. I'm seeing it showing me the whole first lap. And me getting loose, that got everyone backed up. Then lap 6, are we just gonna watch me the whole time? Going off. I want to see what happened to Russell. Oh yeah, it's just gonna show me and my highlights the whole time. Oh, I'm the one that hit the cone too. Alright. I was gonna say someone hit it, but that was me. Okay, well, that was very pointless. I thought it was gonna give us highlights of everyone. So, let's go race director. Well, standings real quick. Hamilton, 16 points up. We've got 11 people that have scored points. And constructors, we have 4 that have not scored points. Alpine still has not scored. Race director, let's see what all went on out there. Incidents, Vettel, mechanical failure. That's all. George Russell had to change a front wing, and Alonso also had to change a front wing. So that is how he ended up back there. All right. Let's advance and take a look and see where we're headed next. We beat our rival. Neither of us are going to get podium finishes. Don't care about that. Head back to headquarters. Get ready to advance to round 3. Which is Monaco. Fuck. Well, the next race is going to be bad. Or very short. So we are good. We've got 28, 23. We're pretty good. Although, a little worried that the thing we only have 2 allowed is at 36%. So, gearbox, we're fine. Let's go. I want to see. All right, so Monaco, then what is that? Baku, then Canada, France, Austria, England, Hungary, Belgium, Netherlands, Italy, Russia, Singapore, Japan, US, Mexico, Brazil, Australia, and then Abu Dhabi. So, yeah, we won't have the San Marino and any of that, it looks like, but that's fine. Hopefully we'll be able to change that up for next season and add those in. It's all fictional, it doesn't matter, but yeah, I hope you're enjoying the series, and thanks for watching.